Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. So for today's reading, I am going to just be doing guided messages based on whatever comes out in the oracle decks that I shuffle. I'm trying to switch it up here and get some different energies. So for pile number 1, we have the card. I'm not going to try to pronounce those words. I refuse. The card of balance with this tiger's eye. For pile number 2, we have Death with the green Aventurine. For pile number 3, we have Boundaries with the Lapis Lazuli. And for pile number 4, we have Responsibility with the black Obsidian. Okay, so choose whichever one or more resonates with you or is calling you, and I'll see you at your reading, loves. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this card about balance as well as this tiger's eye point, then you are at the right place, okay? So I'm going to start off first with messages from this card specifically that you were drawn to. I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation on all of these cards. I'm going to say Mayborn. So this card is about the fall equinox or fall harvest, okay? When it comes to autumn time and we are preparing ourselves for the winter, but sort of enjoying what it is that all our energy and efforts were put into in the summertime, okay? So it's a place of sort of pulling back the energy and not really putting a lot into whatever it is that your intentions are, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Is sort of taking a break and allowing the rewards, if you will, such as the fruit on these trees, to come to you and being able to enjoy them from a place of gratitude, okay? It's also a time, if I'm not mistaken, when there's like a direct balance of night and day, as far as like not having any more or less of daytime, nighttime. It's very in the middle, okay? So that is important when it comes to your life. You are probably in a place of either trying to create some solid balance in your energy or having done so, okay? So enjoying the rewards of working hard to put yourself in a place of balance. This time is also, really quick before I get on to the rest of your cards, is about sort of, okay, let's say you planted different fields of trees, and then these trees grew beautifully, but the other ones didn't necessarily grow. So it's a time of, again, taking pause and reflection about what didn't grow. Obviously having gratitude for what did grow, but having a reflection about what did not grow, and sort of like reflecting on what it is that you could do different, if you will, next season, if anything at all, okay? Is there something that you can do? Is there something that you did differently with one harvest versus the other that may have nourished one over the other, if you will? It's really about seeing what hasn't worked out for you and perhaps understanding why certain things that didn't grow, if you will, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at your cards, which I already shuffled. So we have Letting Go. We have a Grand Symphony, card 26 and card 27. So some progression in something in your life. We have Trickery here. This is one of the new decks that I busted out that I hardly ever use because I kind of find it silly, but at the same time, like, I just never really resonated with it, but I kind of feel like throwing in new energies. I'm getting tired of the same old messages. Mother. And we have Bring Love into the situation. Okay, so definitely a part of you that needs to nourish yourself with Mother and bring love into the situation. There's something that you're lacking in giving yourself. But we'll get into that a little bit further. I do have tarot that I want to pull. Please clarify letting go. We have the 10 of Swords. I'm not doing reversals today, okay? I will read the energy as I see fit. Please clarify a grand symphony. Please clarify a grand symphony. Oh, that almost came out. All right, we have the Page of Wands. Please clarify trickery. We have the King of Pentacles. Please clarify Mother. It always looks like those cards. All right, yeah, we have the Four of Swords. It's time to rest. Bring love into the situation. Please clarify new moon in Aquarius. All right, we have the Seven of Cups. All right, I am going to sit with your energy really quick, pile number 1, and I will give your messages shortly. Okay, so I am going to need to clarify the King of Pentacles really quick and trickery. I'm just assuming it's telling me that somebody in the energy of the King of Pentacles was tricking you. We have the Ace of Wands. I'm going to get clarity for Seven of Cups, please. Four of Wands. Okay. Let me start off with over here. So remember I said that it was a time of reflecting on what it is that, obviously having gratitude for what it is that did grow, but reflecting on that did not grow, and in this case letting it go. I feel like there's a part of you that's sort of like being hard on yourself for the energy and efforts that you put into certain things that sort of haven't panned out for you, pile number 1. You were strongly being guided to not be hard on yourself for these certain things, because a lot of the times when things don't grow, it doesn't necessarily mean that we didn't give it. You definitely gave it your all with the Ten of Swords here. You gave it everything, okay? You came and you showed up. So for whatever this is, this situation that you put energy and effort into for, let's say, a full season for the sake of the card, okay? You may have given a full season of energy and effort and attention into trying to manifest something that did not manifest for you, okay? Don't beat up on yourself for it, but also don't lose hope. Remember in the beginning the message that I said about just reflecting on if you feel that there was anything that you could have done differently in regards to this specific manifestation, and if so, like, journal it out. That's going to be a strong message for some of you. If you haven't journaled in a while, I would say really process the situation and put intention into, obviously it's something that you really wanted to manifest, so next season comes, you're going to have another shot at manifesting it, okay? It ain't over. So I really think there's strong guidance for you to really just take it as a learning opportunity. If you can reflect and find anything that you would do differently, what is that, okay? And be sure to take whatever you can gain from your reflections and put them into use when the next season comes. This is not about forcing anything. This is not about feeling like all is lost and that there's not going to be another opportunity, because you will have another opportunity. Remember, everything is in seasons. So then we have a Grand Symphony and the Page of Wands. I feel like this is trying to put your energy in the focus of what it is that did come to fruition for you. I feel like you did put energy into something that you gained. So this is the Page of Wands. This is not necessarily the King of Wands. So in other manifestations that you were trying to grow, you did have some growth. So for example, maybe it's not the giant tree that's full of fruit here, but maybe you grew a baby fruit tree, okay? There's a point, there's a message about you really switching your focus off of what did not manifest for you and really having a place of gratitude as for what did manifest for you, because I feel like you have been manifesting things for yourself in your life. And I need to just be to enjoy this little hummingbird and symphony as far as like music and happiness, okay? To really put your energy in the place of happiness and joy and gratitude for what it is that you have manifested, because I feel like you have been doing good. Like the most of us, when we're trying to manifest, it's not just one thing. We don't just wake up every day and be like, this is the one thing. This is the one thing I'm focused on. The majority of us have multiple seeds that we've planted, and maybe we've planted 1,000,000 seeds and we sort of spread ourselves thin, okay? But let's say only one out of those 1,000,000 seeds grew, and maybe it wasn't a full tree, but it was a baby fruit tree. There's a need to really just be in a place of gratitude for what you were able to accomplish, because that energy is going to be the right place in order to get you to bring more manifestations in the future. Okay, you did something right. So what is it that you did right? What is it that you did different in this manifestation than you did in this one? And taking reflection off of that, okay? Just taking note. This is a time of like sitting back. So going inward into reflection and really, like I said, gathering what you can and using that moving forward from here. So this is the energy that confuses me, which is why I don't really use these cards, because I'm just like, I don't feel like I super connect with them, even though I really want to. This trickery here shows this dragon stealing a nut from this little cute squirrel. But like, why? This is what I don't get, okay? Like, first of all, why does the dragon need to be the trickster? Why can't it be the squirrel that like stole something from the dragon? Just kidding. I'm just being offended because I'm mommy dragon. That's what my daughter and I, like, she's baby fox, I'm mommy dragon, and I'm offended that they used a dragon to be the trickster here. I feel like this connects to whatever it is that you feel that you lost, whatever it is that you feel. Maybe you put in a giant nut. Ew, why am I gross? That sounded so ugly. Delete that memory. Pile number 1. A giant acorn. Yeah, that sounds better. That sounds less dirty. Maybe you invested a giant acorn into something, perhaps this King of Pentacles here, and didn't get the Ace of Wands that you were wanting to come from this King of Pentacles. However, pile number 1, remember, oh my God, look at that little saying. It came out in one of the other readings a few days ago. All is not lost. And I said it in the first one, so I do know what it means. I lied. All is not lost. Although this dragon, aka this King of Pentacles person, may have left you feeling like they stole this giant acorn that you worked hard to pick from this tree in the middle of the winter. Look at this basket. What are you crying over? Let's not cry over spilt milk, okay? Because you still have a basket full of acorns. And it may not be a giant ass acorn, because I can tell you were really investing in that specific acorn that this King of Pentacles walked off with. However, you still have a basket full, okay? So, this does feel like it's connected to the first message about feeling like something's lost, okay? I do sense your energy being wanting to drag there, but I'm not going to go there, pile number 1. We have the Mother here and the Four of Swords. So, Four of Swords is usually taking the time to nourish yourself, taking the time to rest, taking the time to retreat. And I really feel like maybe you've been overdoing it, specifically like maybe in your thoughts, or you could physically be overdoing it right now. Remember, this energy is about pulling back. Enjoy the rewards of your hard labor. So the need to really mother yourself, the need to really take a rest, nourish, love yourself, okay? And then we have our little last message here, which is bring love into the situation, which I feel connects with this. I feel like you've been very hard on yourself, and I feel like although maybe you are spreading yourself thin, pile number one, maybe you are working on a lot of manifestations, because the Seven of Cups could indicate I have a lot going on. I have a lot of options. I have a lot, my energy invested in many things that I'm trying to manifest. And perhaps, like I said in the very first message about reflecting and seeing what could I have done different. Maybe next season, because right now you're in a season of retreat, rest and retreat, okay? So nourish yourself and prepare yourself for the next season of manifesting, if you will. Bringing love into the situation and maybe realizing that you can maybe cut some of those intentions and focus on a little bit less so that you'll have more fruition in the next season, but also understanding that there is some level of success here that was gained, and not by any means discarding your efforts in whatever it is that you were able to manifest for yourself. Okay, pile number one, that's what I got for you. Let me pull you an advice card really quick before I close off your reading. Advice for pile number one, please. And we have Druid, hold the space. Yeah, so this is about keeping the intention open. So although something specific here, I'm thinking it's a relationship. Okay, I'm lying. I know it's a relationship. I knew it, but I just didn't want to go into that energy. Okay, pile number one. A relationship that did not manifest for you here with the King of Pentacles that you wanted so badly. The need to let that go, okay? You pull your energy back. It's a time of rest and retreat, of acknowledging, of really having gratitude for what it is that you do have in your life that's manifesting for you. But when it comes to this specific relationship, if you are not fully cutting the cords and moving on, if you still want to hold this space in your heart, which I feel like you do, to do that, to pull back your energy, nourish yourself with all this motherly, loving energy, and just allow the space within for that person to step in if they so choose and are ready to do so. Okay, that's what I got for you, pile number one. Until we vibe again. Wait. Subscribe, like, comment especially, okay? I've been loving the comments, and I'm off of all other social media at the time, so this is my social media. Give me some love. Bye, guys. Hi, pile number two. Thank you for joining me for your reading today. If you chose this card about death, as well as the green Aventurine, then you're at the right place. So, I'm going to try to pronounce it only once. Samhain. That's probably wrong, but that's what I said. So, what is this about? Death, obviously. Not real death. Symbolic death, okay? This is about the time of the year where seasons start to change and we tend to have more darkness, okay? So what does darkness symbolize? Darkness symbolizes everything within, okay? It's the yin energy of the yin yang. The yin energy is associated with femininity, which doesn't surprise me, pile number two. You're definitely divine feminine energy. So going within. Feminine energy is about going within, right? Masculine energy was about going without. So maybe you're perhaps coming from a place of masculine energy, which I feel like this reading might actually connect with pile number one in case you're interested in taking a look at that. But this is about going within, intuitive, being receptive to receiving, right? This is also about like the gentle nurturing of your inner self, but also a time of like rest, retreat, which once again that might connect with pile number one. That's specifically like in the tarot card specifically is about like letting go of previous cycles, previous energies, maybe even people, maybe even situations, maybe even careers, maybe even anything, right? It's about letting go in order to make space for the new, okay? So that would be the strongest energy about whatever cycle you are currently in, needing to, and then again that you, I forgot to mention the crystal in pile 1. Oh well. The green aventurine is literally about nourishing. It's about our heart space. It's about releasing blockages. So that connects perfectly with the fact that this card ended up coming out for this crystal, okay? Because that's what I do first. I choose crystals first. I put 4 crystals out, and then I shuffle per crystal. And this is the card that came out. And it matches beautifully, okay? Because it really is a time of pulling your energy within and taking the time to nourish, okay? I forgot to shuffle. I'm gonna have to pause. Okay. We have trust and faith. I love that because the other deck, I had a big old splatter of decks every time I was shuffling, and I was seeing messages, but I was like, nope, I want it to come out 1 card each. Okay, so trust came out like in 2 different decks, and I put it in because it kept not falling out on its own. Complacency. Damn it with these cards. I don't even know what complacency means. Exposed and revealed. Card 21. Oh, card 22. Have faith. Oh, there's faith. Oh, love this. I love this. New moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. It's new moon. Can't see it. Okay, let me get tarot for this. Please clarify trust and faith. Ooh, that was fast. Knight of Wands. Please clarify complacency. Complacency, please. 4 of Wands. Exposed and revealed. The Emperor. Have faith. Ooh, your messages are coming out fast. 10 of Swords. Romantic cycle. Romantic cycle. King of Cups. Well, damn. I did not want to do a love reading today, pile number 2, but why? Why must you have a love reading? Just kidding. It's pile number 2. It's expected, right? Okay. Trust and have faith. I do feel like there's somebody coming towards you. Knight of Wands. It's not the strongest and most stable of energies. In fact, it's not very stable at all. However, let me clarify this really quick. Please clarify the card Trust and Faith. Page of Pentacles. It's a start. I was about to start complaining because the Knight of Wands is not the most trustworthy. The Page of Pentacles is also like noob. Like, what are you coming at me with? What is this? I'm strongly hearing my guides say chill. It's a start, okay? So if there's a specific person that you have in mind, this person is going to slither their way and make a small gesture, or a small offer, okay? So this may be like, hey, let's hang out. Hey, whatever. I don't feel it's anything big. But it's a start, okay? I was told to chill out, so I'm not going to rip them a new one. Just kidding. Complacency. I don't know what it means, but just off of the image, she's clearly sad. She's crying. She's lost something. Maybe hope. What does complacency mean? I could pause this and Google it. Complacency sounds like it means like where you just become okay with something in a situation. So correct me if I'm wrong, if that's not what it means, but that's what I feel like it means. Having to be okay with the situation because you're I feel like it's hidden. Damn it, this is why I didn't want to do a love reading, because they get me all sweaty and they get all complicated. You're being asked to have faith, though, because I feel like, was this the pile yesterday that was in Ten of Swords? Stop. The Ten of Swords is right here. I think this was the pile that I read yesterday that had the Ten of Swords, but in the different deck where I said that you and your person were in a place of sort of being okay with how things are. Not okay, not that you're okay, that you were struggling with, but sort of having to be at peace with not being together and thinking that it was the end. But you're being guided to have faith that it's actually not the end. Plot twist, it's actually not the end, guys. Because that's what complacency is giving me. It's giving me the vibe of the Ten of Swords, where you're just like crying because you're not okay with not having what you want, but there's nothing you can do about it, right? You just sort of have to just be okay with the fact that you don't have this. And I feel like that's connecting with yesterday's reading. However, you have the Four of Wands clarifying it, which tells me that actually, plot twist, there's good news. What? I don't like this because I hate giving false hope also. What is Four of Wands? Clarify, please, for me. Please clarify the Four of Wands with complacency. Oh, Seven of Pentacles. Harvest. The timing wasn't right. Maybe you jumped the gun and you were putting too much pressure and expecting something to come into fruition sooner than it was ready to be in fruition, pile number 2. And sort of that's why you were in that Ten of Swords energy, thinking, you know what, this is just over. It never became. However, something's about to be exposed and revealed. We have card 21, card 22. There's a progression of something. Something small, but it's something. Something is about to be exposed and revealed. And then we have the Emperor to clarify it, which the Emperor, I'm assuming, is a person. A person who's coming forward and about to expose or reveal something. Please clarify what's about to be exposed or revealed. Or maybe I'm not supposed to tell you. The Star. Something you've been wanting. Something you've been wanting to know. Something you've been wanting to have clarity on is about to come for you, pile number 2. It's a matter of you having faith, and this keeps on reminding me yesterday's reading. Yesterday's reading was left in the dark. Yesterday's reading was left like, this is over. I don't really have hope, and I'm really sad that this is the way things are, and I really don't want to move away from, but there's nothing here for me, so I guess I have to just be at peace with that. But the card 22 is telling you to have faith and hold your vision for what it is that you want. And I know this is a love reading. I was going to say, like, this could be career, this could be blah, 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 blah. No, this is about love. Clarify for me what this reading is about. The World, movement forward, moving on to a next chapter, moving on to something that it is that you've been wanting. So I guess it could be like career and stuff like that. We did have some pentacles come out. It could be like a dream fulfillment with a star. It doesn't have to be, okay? I take it back. I saw 1111. Oh, I knew it. I saw 1111 when I said it doesn't have to be love. Okay, it's love. It's love. I'm just going to say. A new romantic cycle begins, but it's a new moon. You don't see it coming. The King of Cups shows up all of a sudden. Please clarify the King of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. That's you, pile number 2. Somebody in the King of Cups energy is about to expose and reveal their card where they may have not been before, where they may have not been expressing or revealing something to you, they are now going to. Boom. End of reading. Just kidding. How does that connect with being intuitive, nourishing, resting? Oh, maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe with the energy of yesterday being like, I have to be at peace with where things are, even if it's not the outcome I wanted in this situation. You've pulled back your energy and you're making space. You're clearing out any doubts you have in yourself. You're clearing out any lingering, maybe blockages you have in yourself. That connects. I'm not going to tell, though. I'm not going to tell you how that connects to me specifically, but this connects today. The rest of this, I don't know if that connects with me. I really don't think so, but maybe this one. Yeah, I feel like you're releasing any blockages, which is now clearing the space for this specific person or situation to come forward. Okay, it does say have faith, card 22. We know what that 22 means in new romantic cycles. So for some of you, this is going to be a connection, okay? A relationship perhaps unfolding, a person exposing or revealing their card, what it is that they want from you, what it is that they feel for you, perhaps. Stop. This came out of pile number 1. I knew it. Some of y'all are jumping. Some of y'all are jumping and choosing 2 piles. So if you are from pile number 1, this is the same energy. Hold the space. Did I not just say that? Did I not just say that you pulled back your energy and you've just sort of like... No, maybe I didn't say that, but I thought it. That's what I got for you, pile number 2. This looks like an up, like a better vibe than yesterday's. It looks like there's some progress from one day to the next. I don't know. Anyways, these are timeless readings, so for whoever, whenever gets these readings, that's when it's going to resonate, okay? So subscribe, please, pile number 2s. Pile number 2s, my fellow pile number 2s. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. That would very much help me in my spiritual journey and reaching my goals in my little human life. I appreciate it. Like and comment if you feel comfortable doing so, especially the comments. I've been loving those of you who have been commenting with me lately. I feel like I'm finally getting to the point where I'm building the little community that I've been wanting to build. I want this to not feel like a channel where I just come on here and give you readings and then I don't interact. I want this to be like a club. A cool club. With cats and stuff. JK, I'm gonna stop until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this card about boundaries as well as this blue Lapis Lazuli, then you're at the right place. So, 𝐼𝐻𝐻. Hopefully I said that right. 𝐼𝐻𝐻, whatever. What is this about? Okay, so this card specifically is the tool that like casts the circle for like spells and stuff. I don't know. The one thing I do know about this is that when casting the circle, this is about protection, okay? That's where the boundaries is created. But this is also about cutting out, because when you create a boundary, you're creating a safe space for yourself when you set boundaries. But at the same time, you are cutting out or repelling negative energies, okay? So that is gonna be a strong message for you. You may need to be doing some cord cutting off maybe connections in the physical. Something energetically needs to be cut. Why? Because this 𝐼𝐻𝐻 energy is about the sword up in the air. So pulling down psychic, spiritual energies, okay? You need to have a protected space in order to hold that type of energy. So I feel like this feels like a lot of growth and transformation for the majority of you all. This is also, I feel, it might connect with pile number 1 because I feel like it's sort of like this merging of dual energies, like your masculine and feminine, why did I say it like that? Coming into like a solid balance, like you have a good flow of those two energies in your life right now. But this could be that, like, you're supposed to know what that means. This sword, or this, what is it, like a dagger? Masculine energy. The dagger is masculine energy. Why? Because I know that there's like the chalice is the feminine energy, the dagger is the masculine energy, because they even like dip it. Ew, I'm gross. Don't be dipping your thumb, okay, guys? Just kidding. It's associated with fire energy, but it's also associated obviously as the sword in the tarot as far as like air energy. There is this definite like duality in what this message is for some of you guys, okay? So for some of you, this is really about having a solid connection with your spirituality. For others of you, this is really about taking actions to cut out and create this like protective bubble for your spirituality to be safe and flourish. Let's go ahead and see what your card's saying. Communication is key. Ooh, that's true. The sword can also be communication. So this could be coming out with some direct communication for some of you in regards to something in your life. We have discovery. We have lessons and blessings. We have bearing fruit. Oh, and this one got 2 cards, which you have sadness and wild. Okay. The 2 different things. All right, let me get some tarot on top of this. Why is my phone doing that again? Oh, I thought it was doing it. Okay. Please clarify this. Communication is key. 5 of Swords. Please clarify discovery. Please clarify discovery. Why is it doing that? I hate it when I shuffle and it gets stuck like that. Okay, it flipped. 7 of Cups. Lessons and blessings. Clarify, please. Lessons and blessings. Please clarify lessons and blessings. Knight of Swords. Clarify bearing fruit. Judgment. Clarify sadness. Okay, there it is. Knight of Wands. Wild. Clarify wild. So fucking annoying, I swear. Sorry, I heard gunshots. King of Pentacles. Alright, I'm going to pause really quick. Alright, I do want to clarify again, the King of Pentacles for the Wild card. Please clarify the Wild card. 6 of Pentacles. That one's throwing me off, but we'll get to that. Okay, let me start off with what we have over here. Communication is key with New Moon and Gemini, and then we have the Five of Swords. Remember, I did say that that card was maybe about something needing to be communicated or having some sense of... Did I say that? Maybe I didn't. With communication is key and the Five of Swords, there's definitely something in your life that is not being communicated. So either you are not effectively communicating yourself in situations around you, or you feel like there is strong, important communication being withheld from you, okay? Maybe this is something that, remember I said you needed to cut certain things off, because the Five of Swords can also be like this, like sort of trickery type vibe, where it just feels like immaturity and there's no real sincerity, okay? So maybe there is a situation that needs to be communicated or cut off in this case, okay? We do have discovery and the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups usually seems like they're kind of like, it can mean having a lot of options, but right now it's giving me like more like it's like scatterbrained, like sort of being spread too thinly and not really having focus. So with discovery here, I feel like you are in a process of really discovering parts of yourself that you really didn't know exist. Maybe you're on a journey of self-discovery, and that's why the boundaries came out. You're like pushing people out and really like focusing your attention and energy within. But this feels, okay, yeah. Because I was going to say berry fruit. I was going to move this right here really quick. This feels like a breakthrough. Whatever it is that you were discovering within yourself, I feel like there is a breakthrough with you in regards to this newly discovered sense of, is this self-love? Have you just discovered self-love? That's what it feels like. And I feel like your guides or angels or the universe is like, hell yeah. Even this little flower is like, yeah, let's party. Our person has self-love. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah. And there's like the wisdom above there. Okay. I'm going to stop. Oh, this feels good. This feels like whatever breakthrough you've had in your inner journey of self-discovery and or self-love is really bringing you to a place of what's happening within is now beginning to show without, with this bearing fruit, okay? The Judgment card is here, which means everything is now going to be just. The work that you've done is now going to reflect on the outside and bring some sort of justice for you in your life that you have been seeking but not having been able to gain. Then we have lessons and blessings. In this journey of self-discovery, I feel like with the boundaries here and the self-discovery, I feel like you, within this journey of self-discovery, have acknowledged certain things that were not cutting it for you. That's going to be this. Not cutting it for you, and therefore the strong need of boundaries. You were learning boundaries. This is a huge lesson for you and a blessing, because when you learn boundaries and you're able to cut off anything that doesn't work for you, you really just stay in your own energy. And if you're able to keep your energy nice and balanced and high vibration with this self-love, blessings end up coming in, because there's nothing with your boundaries set up that can come and interfere. And I feel like that's a strong lesson that you had to learn. This probably was the breakthrough, a lesson in boundaries. We have the Knight of Swords. So that indicates to me like all of a sudden you're having some fast movement forward, some fast progression in certain aspects of your life because of this breakthrough that you've had in learning your boundaries, pile number 3. We do have sadness and the Knight of Wands. That right away, okay, let me just move this over here. These last two are talking about connection with somebody else. This feels like inner work that you are doing this feels like connection with somebody else. So you got like a double reading. 5, the card number 5, which also is like the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, which is sadness, right? It's sadness because the feeling of lonely. It's the feeling of not having gotten what it is that you wanted. We have the Knight of Wands here, which tells me that you may be coming out of a situation with somebody who left you. Knight of Wands energy, feeling like they came in with such passion, they came in with such promise, and just as quickly as they were there, they were gone. Okay, so there's this energy. And then we have the card 15, Wild. Look at how sexy as hell this woman is in her red, beautiful gown. Very flowy, very nighttime, very lingerie-esque. She's in the night with her little lantern off, setting off into who knows where. The card Wild means you will not be tamed. There's a dragon specifically on the face of this. What card is this? I've never seen this card actually, but it's cute. I like her outfit. This is telling me about some like fierce drive that you have within yourself in regards to love because of that red lusty energy. You're sexy, pile number 3. I'm just gonna say it. This is giving me sexy as hell vibes. You're very in tune with your femininity. You very embrace your sexuality, and I feel like it's caught somebody's attention. Why do I say that? Because there's a King of Pentacles right here. This King of Pentacles has taken notice of your sexy, seductive ways, and he thinks he can tame you. He thinks he can tame your wildness. Can he, though? Just kidding. 6 of Pentacles is this card of like balance and reciprocation. So there's a lot of earth energy, whereas this Wild is giving me like fire vibes, like very fiery energy. She's trusting her intuition. She's trusting her inner fire, if you will. And this is very attractive. So this is confusing me. Did you come out of this energy? Let me pull out one more card for that. Please clarify if this is current or past energy. Past energy. This was energy that was holding you back. The energy of feeling sadness over a certain loss. Feeling sadness or loneliness over having been left, over having been fooled, over having gotten your hopes up on a certain situation. But did that stop you, pile number 3? Hell no. Nor should it, because you are wild. You're card number 15, wild and beautiful, okay? Seeking out there, no matter the loss, no matter the sadness of whatever situation came before, you still decided to go forward. You still decided, okay, I have no one, but I'm going to sit on my little dragon boat, and I'm going to have my inner guidance take me away, and you've caught somebody's attention. So something's happening for you, okay? But I feel like this breakthrough is what really kick-started it, okay? This breakthrough of inner discovery or self-love. Remember, the flower and your spirit guides are like, hell yeah. Look at this sexy wild woman go. Go get you some. Just kidding, I'm going to stop. Let me get you some advice. Pile number 3. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Ooh, this is very fiery. This is very higher guidance. Ooh, strength, blessings, angels, eagles. Wisdom, higher sight. Choose your path, and you have chosen your path. You've chosen the path of passion. You've chosen the path of trust in your guidance, okay? I love this for you, pile number 3. If you have not subscribed, guys, and this resonated with you, please reciprocate that love to me and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. I'm trying to reach goals here, people. So help me out with that if that's something you're interested in doing. Like if this did resonate, of course, because that helps me with the YouTube algorithm. But then also comment. Commenting, I love to read your all's comments. I feel like I'm growing a little group of like friendships within my baby community right now. I'm like toddler, okay? I'm not like newborn baby anymore, but my channel is like a toddler right now. And so we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 4. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this card, High Priestess, High Priest, I just noticed that it's half man, half female. As well as this black obsidian, then you're at the right place, okay? So before I get into your cards, which I already shuffled, High Priestess or High Priest, masculine, feminine, both of them are represented in this card. This is a card about responsibility. Why? Because you were in the energy of reconnecting with your spiritual side. So for some of you, you've already been very in tune and connected, and this is just sort of like a confirmation of your energy being in the place of highly spiritual and highly in tune. For others of you, I feel like you're in the beginning processes of reconnecting with your spirituality, because your spiritual self is always there. Whether you connect with it or not, it's there. I was going to say within you, but outside of you as well, right? Because your spirituality is all of you. It embodies all of you. This is really about connecting with your intuition, pile number 4, as well as connecting with your creativity, because the High Priestess is where creation comes from, just like the Magician, right? The Magician is like the male version of the High Priestess who uses all the tools available to him to create whatever it is that they want for themselves, okay? This is also a leader position. In the tarot, the Magician is card number 1, the High Priestess is card number 2. So they're at the beginning stages, okay? They are the ultimate divine spiritual leader. Now, like I said, for some of you, you've already been in tune and on a spiritual journey for a while now, so you know that your job as a High Priestess or a High Priest, if you will, Magician, comes with a lot of responsibility. For example, me, I can't even remember, spirituality, I'm going to say the first experience with a spiritual experience, I was probably 13. So that was 22 years ago. Ooh, 22. I like that number. But if this is new to you, not necessarily new, because like I said, you're always connected with your spirit. But if you are newly embracing your spirituality, I would say, what was I saying? I was saying me as a person who has a long history of spirituality, coming onto YouTube and doing tarot readings for complete strangers is a huge responsibility, because I don't want to say anything that would put anybody in a bad position. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to give any false hope. So it is a high responsibility when you're in tune with spirit and giving others guidance, which is what this energy does, okay? For those of you who are newly reconnecting with your spiritual side, this is about really getting on an intimate level and finding some sort of balance with the spiritual, and then what would I say is the outer world, your inner and outer world, okay? Because spirituality is something that's within you. It's where your thoughts are, where your feelings are, where your trust is, where your faith is, where your hope is. Whereas in your regular physical life, it's much more mundane and logical, right? Now, the High Priestess energy, Magician energy, comes with this taboo notion, especially if you're expressing yourself in this way in the outer world. Back in the day, they used to call it a witch wound, where you were quite literally either imprisoned or killed for expressing this type, because it was against like main hierarchies of religion. Nowadays, it's not that serious, right? Thankfully. Although it can feel that way sometimes for some of us. It's sort of like a shameful thing, like something to be embarrassed about, that people try to like shame you for spirituality. I can definitely resonate with that pile number 4, because I feel like this year, 2023, probably the end of 2022, I came out. I literally felt like I was coming out. Why? Because I finally stopped hiding my spirituality, whereas I used to before. It used to be something that only me, myself, and I knew about, and it was like, okay, I wore crystals and stuff. Okay, I was kind of like mysterious, but I really did not share that part of myself with the outer world. And then I just decided I don't care anymore. People are going to judge me. People are going to shame me. And I feel like that's a position that you're in right now. Pile number 4 is sort of coming to terms with your spirituality and sort of trying to navigate how that fits in your life. I feel like a lot of you are new to, not new, reconnecting. Okay? I could be wrong. But let's go ahead and see your cards. Confidence is your key to success. Alchemy. I love that. Bearing fruit. This came out in the last pile. Pile number 3. You might resonate with that. We have vanity, confusion, and persecution. Ooh, I'm so glad that I mentioned everything that I mentioned, because I feel like this has, with this one specifically, persecution and inquisition. So like this fear of people finding out that you're spiritual, but we'll get to that. Okay, let me pull you some tarot. Please clarify confidence. You lack confidence, but then we have the Emperor, so that's full confidence, okay? Alchemy. Please clarify alchemy. The Lovers. Okay. Bearing fruit. Please clarify. What is it that you are creating? Pile number 4. We have the Knight of Pentacles, but I want it to pop out, okay? There it is. Knight of Wands. Oh, I would have preferred the Knight of Pentacles. Just kidding. Vanity. Please clarify. Ooh, we have 2. What the hell? 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Stop. Okay, that's going to be a very strong message for you all. Confusion. Please clarify. King of Cups. Intuition again. Persecution and inquisition. Fear. Alright. Your messages are coming out pretty strong, except for this one. This one's I'm kind of unsure of. Please clarify. Clarify, Knight of Wands, please. Ooh, we have the 3 of Swords and then Strength wanting to come out. I'm going to take them both, actually. Okay. Confidence is your key to success, pile number 4, with the Emperor energy. I feel like there's a lack of confidence. Your Emperor energy, which came, like, yeah, like, I don't know. For those of you who are my subscribers and pile number 4s, like, you choose pile number 4s often, I always get that very strong energy, and it feels very grounded, and it feels very mature, and it feels very wise, and it feels very like leader. Okay, that's the Emperor card. However, you are coming out as yourself, the Emperor card, somebody who has everything, somebody who is a leader, somebody who's on top. Okay, however, we have new moon in Leo. There's some sort of lack of confidence in something. This could be in regards to your spirituality. Maybe you lack confidence in spiritualism. Maybe you lack confidence in your intuition. Yes, that's what it is. Especially if you're one of those that connects with the message that I said about reconnecting with your spirituality versus having a long-standing relationship with spirituality like I do. I feel like there's a lack of confidence in your intuition specifically. You're just too logical, sir. Or ma'am. There's a lot of logic that comes in, and I feel that tries to like shut down your belief in your intuition. Confidence is your key to success. Trusting. There's a message about trust here. Trusting yourself and your inclinations to your intuition, okay? Then we have the freaking alchemy card 25 with the lovers. So alchemy is about what it is that you are transmuting. If you're taking a certain experience and you are shifting it completely into something else, this is like the key message about energy in general. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Energy can only be changed, transformed, transmuted into one thing into another, okay? That's what alchemy is. And I feel like you're doing that in regards to love. You're taking old energies, you're taking old ways, you're taking old patterns, old cycles, old stories that you've told yourself, and you're transmuting all that shit very heavily. This feels very passionate. And then we have the freaking lovers. So you're really changing your narrative. Strongly connecting with the word transmuting, because that is what transmuting is. If you have had a long-standing experience in patterns in which love did not come free-flowing to you, in which love was not pure and passionate for you, if love was difficult, in other words, I feel like you are transmuting all of that into a solid love connection for yourself. Now that doesn't surprise me because my readings always have some love vibes in there. Let me clarify. Six of Wands. Yeah, you want victory. You're tired of being let down. You're transmuting all of your old experience and all of your old patterns and energies in regards to love. And you're really just aiming for victory here. Emperor energy, Six of Wands energy. This feels awesome. You're on a roll. Pile number 4. Strong manifestor. I have to say it again. Bearing fruit. I'm going to save this energy for the last, okay? Because the other ones make more sense to me very easily, and I don't want to delay on any time. So vanity. Vanity is our ego, okay? It's like the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter. It's what you show others, but it's not really everything about you, right? It's just what you choose to show other people. And it may get you a good, following. It may get you a lot of people who admire and look up to you, but it's never really reality, okay? Like most of y'all probably would not like my ego. My Instagram, that's all my ego right there. But trust that it's very intertwined with my inner self, because my inner self is sassy and extra AF, okay? So my ego is a perfect representation, aka my Instagram is a perfect representation of my inner self. But there's this other side of me, right? Your vanity is something that I feel like you're strongly connected to. You came out as Emperor energy, so that's important. Your persona, how you are perceived as the Emperor coming out, like that is top-notch important to you, how other people view you. Pile number 4, and there's nothing bad. We all have our attachment to ego, okay? I'm not trying to judge you or anything, even though I am. Just kidding. Your vanity and your persona and what you are used to people perceiving you as, I feel like you are in the process of letting that go. With the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, I feel like you're sort of in the process of letting go the idea that you need to be perceived in a certain way, because ego a lot of times is is what we feel is acceptable of us, and so that's what we portray of ourselves. Not me though. That doesn't count for me. Definitely people would not want me to portray myself in the way that I do, but that's me. I feel like you are coming out of a space of feeling the need to portray yourself in a specific way. That's going to be different for all of you, so take that as it resonates, okay? Then we have confusion. We have confusion over here, and then we have this, like, I don't know what that is, like a cloud, an angel, a spirit, an energy surrounding the person, just leaving them in the fog. That may be connected to ego. You may have such a strong, oh yeah, because this is the only pile that got 2 of that deck that came out together. Is that what's keeping you from connecting with your intuition? I feel, did I say that you were struggling with your intuition? Okay, I'm so confused now. But if I did say that, pile number 4, that you were struggling to connect or trust, I did say that. I remember. I said that you were struggling to trust your intuition, to having confidence in what it is that you are intuitively picking up. The King of Cups is all about intuition, right? Delving into the depths of emotions. However, there's a confusion coming up here in which I feel like this is probably what you're not trusting. But in connection with vanity, I feel like there's a part of you that is unable to trust your intuition based on the ego. Your ego is sort of saying this is not who you are. You're not the type of person who sits in their feelings and tries to like gauge energy. And it's creating confusion. It's like a fight between your intuition and your ego. Take that as it resonates, please, because that's not going to be for everybody. I feel like that's just for a group. This is general, remember. Persecution and inquisition. That has to connect with spirituality. Yes, I'm getting it. There's something about spirituality that gives you anxiety or makes you feel uncomfortable. Pile number 4. Why? Is it just because of how others, you're scared of how others might perceive that part of you if you were to express it? It may be. Because persecution is about how others choose to deem you, right? There's a lot of anxiety when it comes to it. Let me get a clarification. I'm already way over time. Hopefully I'm not struggling to upload this video. The moon, everything that's hidden and within. Yeah, you're definitely okay. First of all, 2 different messages. Some of y'all are uncomfortable with what's coming up intuitively, and you're sort of like, I'm not comfortable with the fact that this is my intuition telling me to do this, or that I feel this way, or that this is the guidance. And so you're sort of like brushing your intuition off. For others of you, it's a matter of having the fear of being exposed. With the ego. It's too out of your comfort zone, the whole spirituality thing. Why am I getting that? I've never gotten that in one of my readings. People who come to my readings are more than likely spiritual because they're looking at tarot videos. But this feels like you're keeping your spirituality a secret for the fear of how others are going to perceive it. I don't know. Then we have bearing fruit. We have the Knight of Wands, which means something that you are trying to grow, that you are passionate about. But there's some sadness and heartbreak in regards to that you're trying to find the strength to overcome. Let me get another clarification card. What is this about? Four of Pentacles, holding back. What are you holding back? There's some seeds that you either want to plant or haven't planted, or yes, you already planted them. You're waiting for them to grow, but you're also at the same time refusing something when it comes to these seeds. What is this about? Please be clear. King of Pentacles. Why does the King of Pentacles keep coming out? I think he came out in like 3 different piles already. Finding the strength to release resistance. And fear. Finding this. Okay, I'm just going to say that. That's what I heard. Pile number 4, you need to find the strength to release resistance and fear. I was going to try to like break that down a little more, but I'm just going to say what I heard, and that's what I heard. And I'm not going to delve any deeper into that because it's confusing me. I feel like this person being surrounded in a little cloud, like you're not meant to know. Okay. All right, pile number 4. Let me get you advice and we'll close off your reading. Damn, we're at 20 minutes already, pile number 4. All right. Advice for pile number 4. No. No, no, no. That's not what we're doing. I hate when my tarot cards are like that. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Advice. All right. What do we got for you? Mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. This is also about going within. This is also about intuition. This is about connecting with your inner self, which was the main message. This black obsidian, by the way, is also about protection and grounding. So, there may be parts of you that want to express your newly found spiritual side with others. There's the need to only do it in a protected place. There's a fear that you have. Where is this coming from? Where are these messages coming from? I don't know. There's a fear that you have of others judging you for your newly... I feel like this is new to you. Why does it feel new? You have a fear of judgment. You really feel like you're reconnecting with your spiritual side, but you have a fear of how others may perceive that. It doesn't suit you. You're the emperor. But you're also the high priest, because that's what came out. So the magician. Both bear responsibility. Now, there's a duality in you, and I feel like there's a need to protect this energy. Don't share this. Don't. You'll know when it's time. If you ever feel like it's time to share your spiritual side with others, you'll be guided to that through your intuition, okay? So don't feel the need to let people in your life know, hey, like I am discovering these new parts of me that blah, 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 this, and that. I'm having signs and synchronicities. The universe is speaking to me. You don't need to share that with people because I feel like there's a strong part of you that holds yourself back in connecting with your intuition because of how others might perceive that. Now, spirituality is something very sacred. It's very intimate. It's about our connection with ourselves, okay? So only if you feel guided to express this to others should you express this to others. Because I feel like there's a part of you, like you feel like you need to express it, but you're scared to, but you don't have to, okay? I don't feel that you have to. Let me get you another advice card. Advice for pile number 4, please, in regards to spirituality. Advice for pile number 4, please. There it is. Unlock the magic within. They're just telling you to go for it, okay? You have the power within. You are that high energy of magic and intuition and spirituality. So just do it. Don't worry about what other people are fucking saying or thinking about what it is that you're doing. Connect with yourself. And I say keep it intimate to yourself. Protect yourself, obviously, okay? Cleansing, crystals, sage, palo santo, or literally visualization, visualizing yourself in a protected bubble. All of those things will help you, because I feel like right now, like if you guys are pile number 4 resonating with being like newly reconnecting with your spiritual side, it's exciting you, but it's also scaring you. So those are my advice to you, okay? Things to do. Black obsidian was the crystal you chose, which is a card, a crystal about protection and grounding your energy, okay? So maybe get some crystal jewelry, or maybe have a crystal in your pocket, or just cleanse yourself with some sage after a long day of dealing with other people and their energy. Like really just delve, reconnect, explore, research, do the damn thing, okay? Unlock the magic within that you have, and you really do have that magic, because you came out with the highest of the spiritual cards, okay? Pile number 4. Damn, that was a long reading. You better subscribe. Like if it resonated. Comment if you feel comfortable doing so, but please do comment. I love all the comments that have been coming in. Send me good vibes. I'm down for that right now. Until we vibe again, loves.